You underestimate my power. Wait, no. Wrong franchise. Star Wars aside, this is Rick and Morty, and there are dozens of characters in this show who have really cool superpowers, like controlling dragons, the ocean, even reality as we know it.
This fortress has always been an orange.
But haven't you ever wondered which of them are the absolute strongest? Well, after rewatching all 81 episodes of Rick and Morty, and yes, I actually did that, here's what I got. In Mort Ragnarok, Rick took on the Pope himself.
But first, you will work for me.
Now, this Pope wasn't a nice guy. After Morty freed Bigfoot, the Pope found him and came up with an evil job for him, to kill people since he technically couldn't do it himself. That'd be a sin, guys.
We can't kill. We can't command a man to kill. But you are not a man. You are a thinking beast from outside God's domain.
Rick set up an infinite energy relay in Valhalla. Then all he needed was for the Vikings to stay away from it. So he convinced them he's God and warned them not to mess with it.
I told you I was Odin, you faithless heretics! And I'll keep blowing you up in this pit forever unless you follow these commandments.
But that energy fell into the wrong hands. Namely, the Pope got his wrinkled little fingers on it and became an unstoppable force.
Infinite energy and the Pope uses it to levitate like Chris Angel. Alright, wow. Not how I saw that going.
The Pope could then harness the energy that was for Rick. He became a huge threat. Rick, Morty, and Bigfoot tried to end him, but he was just too strong. He couldn't be defeated.
But these guys could do it. Oh, no!
Wow, big anticlimax.
The only way they'd ever have a shot was if they cut off his energy supply. Without that, he's pretty much powerless, just a puny little evil guy who thinks he's not sinning because he didn't murder anyone himself, just ordered others to. By that logic, Charles Manson was innocent, and you know what? So was Hitler. Doesn't really pan out, does it? One of the most hilarious moments ever on the show was definitely seeing his reaction to finding out that a half-baked mindless clone of Rick was the new Pope.
Was it the Pope? Shit if I know.
Let me check. This guy, apparently.
Mr. Sanchez, the president is very eager to speak with you.
Even though he doesn't have telekinesis, superhuman strength, or mind-reading abilities, he's still the head of the most powerful country on Earth.
I'm the leader of these people, and I'm unarmed.
He would call Rick and Morty for help when he'd be out of options, like when the Cromulons demanded a banger and all of the Earth's famous musicians had just died.
Sanchez, are you a musician?
I dabble, Mr. President. Heaven over! Yeah! Raise the Bastilla! Sing it with me now!
In the Thanksploitation Spectacular, he turned himself into a turkey to end the turkey uprising, and he punched the turkey leader into submission.
I beat you! Look at me, you turkey-ass bitch!
Then there was the time he got into a fight with Rick over his refusal to take a selfie with Morty.
Maybe then we could get a selfie?
Too busy, Morty. Now tell me about this summit. Is it a peace one or a regular one?
The president pulled out invisible soldiers, lasers, and mind-controlled karate warriors.
Come on, bitch!
Oh, you come on, bitch. I'm out. I'm done.
And during Sick Mort, he teamed up with Rick to fight off the dinosaurs.
Here you go.
That's not why I called. Drugs can't solve this problem.
He even took charge and worked with Rick when Morty's sperm monsters were wreaking havoc in Rick-dependent spray.
Screw that!
That's a human life, and this is an election cycle.
He's tactical, smart, and strategic, but still no match for Rick, which was proven when Rick achieved peace between Israel and Gaza just to spite him.
I still say it has to be Putin.
It was Rick and Morty, you fucking dunce!
But you're getting the credit, sir. Your approval rating just hit 100%. Why would Rick and Morty want that?
Because they're assholes!
It can't be easy having Rick as an enemy, especially without superhuman powers, but the president does it pretty well.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Birdperson and Tammy's daughter was definitely a force to be reckoned with. Not surprising at all considering who her parents are. She was raised by the Galactic Federation in prison. The first time we ever saw her was in prison. Another inmate shoved her food, and she beat them up. She's a badass and wouldn't let anyone cross her. When Birdperson rescued her from prison, she gave herself a full emo makeover, and it sort of implied that she'd killed a Gromflamide already.
You left a Gromflamite femur in the compost. Your human side is passionate but careless. I also found your Federation hit list.
Gotta teach them while they're young. She also joins Rick, General Ron Conqueror's Joe, Space Beth, and her dad on their mission to stop Fantabulous from turning everyone into Ultronflamites. Birddaughter holds her own, proving herself a solid fighter against superpowered threats. And at such a young age, too.
Thank you, Rick. It is rare to find something Birddaughter likes.
I feel like if I made this list after a couple more seasons were out, she would be way higher on this list.
Let's fucking go!
She gets it from her mother.
Give her some time.
Jerry! I want to have sex with you, not this!
Okay, this one sounds like a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. The Easter Bunny was insanely powerful.
Jerry makes an egg and it is nice.
After Jerry hit the original Easter Bunny with his car, he found himself Easter claused. He was turning into the Easter Bunny himself.
Jerry, you've been Easter claused.
Oh no!
The transformation was pretty ugly, but Jerry became not just cooler, but way stronger too. Confidence, charisma, and bed skills all leveled up.
We gotta wash these sheets.
He even had the power to make other people start having sex, because apparently that's just what the Easter Bunny does.
Whoa, what's going on?
These guys have the power to overpopulate planets so they can collapse them. And that, well, it's many things, but it's definitely power.
Oh yeah.
Also, they're totally ripped. Jerry fought off all those Christians when Morty was in danger.
Holy shit.
I would stay as far away as possible.
Oh my god! I'm squatching in here!
He's a tiny orange little dude. I didn't really think much of him, except his need to squanch everyone around him.
Is there a good place for me to squatch around here?
Squanchy, you can squanch wherever you want, man. Mi casa as a su casa, dog.
Alright!
Whatever that means. But when the shootout started, he proved me really wrong. He's actually a seasoned fighter and one of Rick's most trusted allies. When he bites down on a mysterious tooth filled with some strange liquid, he goes full Hulk mode and morphs into a giant, ripped version of himself.
I got this.
He really knew how to hold his own and put on a good fight even when dealing with armed enemies. He's actually dangerous and not to be underestimated.
I'm so squanched up, man.
My name is Morty Smith from Earth Dimension C-137.
Morty's not just a sidekick. He may get anxious and scared.
Rick, unlock it! Just a second, Morty. Oh, look at that sunset. Stop screwing around!
But there's been plenty of moments where he's proven himself to be smart and brave. Like the time memory parasites took over the house, and even when Rick was stumped, he had no idea what to do and had given up.
What the hell? I figured it out, Rick. The parasites can only create pleasant memories. I know you're real because I have a ton of bad memories with you.
It was Morty who realized that the parasites only put good memories in their heads, and whoever they had bad memories with was real.
Can go back to that time.
And we all know when Morty sees a girl, he awakens his secret strength, like when he fought against Poncho to save Annie.
Come on!
You can put your fingers wherever you want.
And the time when Morty was in love with Planetina, he single-handedly killed the Tina Tears with no help at all from Rick.
Fire! Water! Dirt! Fuck! Air!
That was just stone cold Morty. He knew how to solve Rick's puzzles when he went on a mission with the Tina Tears. He even disarmed Rick's neutrino bomb.
Morty, how many of these? Too many, Rick! Too many!
And that's just another day for him. He's united all the other Mortys in Evil Rick's lair and defeated him.
We're not defined by our relationships to Rick! Our destiny is our own!
There's been so many moments where, without him, Rick would have been defeated. I think Morty's pretty powerful too in his own way. Sure, sometimes he's a bit innocent and causes problems while trying to do the right thing, like when he saved Fart, for example. But he's way smarter than we give him credit for. But let's move on to people who are strong enough to even give Rick a hard time.
Here's your tome of dragon spells and lore. That'll have everything you need. Enjoy your dragon.
Rick finally gives in to Morty's constant badgering for a dragon.
I want my dragon! I want my dragon! I want my dragon! Ugh.
The wizard who comes to drop it off creates a soul bond between Balthramor the dragon and his new owner, Morty, who should be happy, right? He just got what he wanted after all this time.
I want to enter my lair and sleep upon my hoard until the age of man expires.
Okay.
Right? For a while, yeah. But then Morty found out the soul bond wasn't what he thought it was, and the last straw was when he caught Rick also soul bonding with the creature.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Morty, I can explain.
Why are you still doing it?
Why does it feel better now?
Yeah. The wizard came back and whipped Balthramor, then called him a slut dragon for soul bonding with more than one rider.
Shame, you slutty, why the fuck does it feel like you're whipping me? Because your soul got tangled in a dirty, slut soul.
I'm starting to think this was a metaphor, guys. It wasn't easy for Rick to battle the wizard. He seriously overestimated his abilities and eventually couldn't do it without the help of the very dragons the wizard was ruling over.
What in the medieval equivalent of tarnation?
Jesus Christ!
Power of 12 feet.
Ironically enough, the wizard was burned alive by the very dragons he had been shaming for countless years. His death ended all their soul bonds and set them free. He also had the power to extend life, which he used on himself while dying.
I smell! I smell! Oh, God! That just made it last longer! It burns longer! I'm gonna die fast!
It didn't save him, it just delayed his death and his suffering, as it was both too late and he wasn't strong enough to make a difference against Dragonflame. If it wasn't for the other dragons, Rick might not have had a chance against him.
We must begin a 10-slut soul orgy.
Wait, what?
And become the all-slut Phoenix Dragon.
Wait, hold on.
But compared to a lot of the other people on my list, he wasn't that powerful. I'm sure Rick would have found a way. He's taken on bigger and badder villains, as we shall see.
Snuffles was my slave name. You shall now call me Snowball, because my fur is pretty and white.
Okay.
Snowball was Morty's pet dog that peed all over the place.
Outside?
Are you kidding me?
Frustrated, Jerry asked Rick to help, so he made an IQ-enhancing helmet so he'd understand what they were saying to him.
Go to the bathroom.
No way.
And it worked. But it did so much more too.
Where are my testicles, Summer? They were removed. Where have they gone?
Oh, wow.
Snowball wanted answers. Snuffles became so smart that he redesigned the helmet so it would let him communicate with the family and create advanced robotic exosuits for himself and other dogs.
Let's go.
You will walk when it is time to walk.
And then led a full-on dog uprising. He was sick of being poorly treated and demanded respect.
He's saying I love Obama. So cute.
He actually got so strong that he chained up Jerry, Beth, and Summer. His actual name was Snuffles, but he changed it to Snowball.
Dad, he wants to be called Snowball.
Well, I'm not calling him that. That's ridiculous.
You're being very aggressive, Jerry. Perhaps tomorrow Dr. Scraps will solve that problem with a bit of surgery.
Things were looking pretty dire, but when Morty came home from an adventure, Snowball realized he couldn't hurt Morty because he'd always been so good to him.
You could lose your kingdom.
To hell with my kingdom, Bean Counter. I would trade it all for my human's health and happiness.
Rather than torture the family, he decided to leave and create his own society.
I want you back in my guts like I'm one of your sick little fillies.
When Space Beth came back to Earth to get answers from Rick about the bomb he placed in her neck, she turned out to be way tougher than he thought.
Then whip me up a reason not to kill you.
In her own words, she cosplays as Rick in his 30s and has the advanced tech to go with it. All that stuff, along with being Rick's daughter, makes her a really strong character.
It's not a competition.
Of course not. Just curious though, if it were, would Most Wanted be first place?
I can see a lot of her dad in her. In the episode Solarix, Rick and Morty were having some trouble at the Citadel, and it was Space Beth who rescued them and teamed up with Summer to loot the Citadel.
Okay, let's make it quick. Awesome. I've never been. Let's do this. Okay, adventure family. Woo!
Summer even called her the cool space mom.
Cool, Mom. Let's keep it moving. I don't have all day.
She also gets more screen time in the later seasons, after deciding not to be so closed off and become closer with her family and help them. Space Beth also went with Rick to fight off Fantabulous and stop him from turning all the Gromflamites into genetically advanced Ultramomflamites. I've said that a few times this episode, and I keep flubbing it. I can only apologize. Anyway, it's pretty obvious that even in her short time on the show so far, she's got a lot of Rick's intelligence and is irreplaceable. Now for a misguided superhero.
I'm Planetina, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hey, the fuck are we doing here?
Planetina was an environmental superhero who fell in love with Morty in season 5.
So are you two dating?
Oh,
Yes, we are.
She used her powers to protect the planet. She'd be summoned by the Teenateers, who'd use their elemental rings, fire, water, air, and dirt, to call on her. She's like an eco-guardian whose powers come straight from the rings.
the 4 kids that bring me into existence by combining the power of their elemental rings so I can save Earth from ecological disasters.
Oh, them! No, I know about them. I like them.
Basically, she controls the elements, like they did in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Much like said Avatar, she could control not just one element, but all of them.
With a little wind! And now, an elemental punch that's too hot to handle!
Oh, wow.
She could start fires, completely flood areas, control the wind and the earth, and she could fly too. Her only limitation was being restricted with the rings. She only manifested when the Teenateers wanted her to.
They've been manifesting me since the mid-90s. A lot has changed since then.
But after Morty killed them and took the rings away, she didn't have to worry about that anymore.
Now we can be together, Planetina.
What makes her so powerful is not just her powers, but also the intensity with which she cares about saving the planet. When she gets mad, her hair floats up and catches fire, and her skin and hair become green. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to save the planet. Which was proven when she confronted a group of miners in front of Morty.
There's only one solution for Earth pollution!
Oh my god, no!
And killed them, even though they were just doing their job. I'd really like to see her come back in a future episode and redirect her anger towards the right people. Imagine her going after fracking companies and people who don't recycle. Now that'd be one hell of a redemption arc.
Everyone should discard used batteries at proper disposal centers instead of tossing them into a regular waste bin.
And make sure you actually recycle, guys. Come on.
Where is she?
You're looking at her.
I don't understand.
Isn't it obvious, Morty? I fucked a planet.
She was a sentient planet Rick hooked up with. After finding out Rick might have gotten her pregnant, and that too with a whole civilization no less, Beth and Rick stayed on the planet to set up a smooth-running social system for the children.
Okay, so if we divert the lawyer pipeline here, they should avoid the ethics tube and come out spineless enough to do their job.
Right.
Gaia doesn't use words to express herself, but earthquakes, and somehow Rick knows exactly what she's trying to say.
Gaia, baby, Big Daddy Rick is here. What's the problem?
Children, birth cycle, no.
Okay, getting right into it.
I'm just confused about the semantics here. How did she and Rick meet? How did this even happen? I mean, she's a literal planet, and he's just a human.
What, you just go around knocking up planets now? Is that what you do when I'm in school?
I'm a scientist, Morty. I try things. Sex with a living planet? Big step for mankind.
How did they even do it? Like, what are the logistics?
Rick, please answer me. I'm pregnant. Oh my god, Grandpa, you fuckboy.
And if she's a planet, how did she call Rick on his phone?
I guess we'll never know.
Even though she didn't have telekinesis or reality-bending abilities, at the end of the day, she's still a planet. And I think it'd be safe to assume she has at least some shape-shifting abilities if she had a fling with Rick.
I am the Observer.
Now for one of the most annoying characters on our list, Observers. They're cosmic beings who see everything that happens in the multiverse, and I really mean everything.
What the hell is leg day? Hey, look, Morty! I'm a leg! A leg, Morty! I'm Leg Rick!
Rick said it perfectly when he called them police body cams, but you can't switch off before you beat up a minority.
I observe all.
They observe all, Morty. Cosmic all-seeing species. So? So they're basically universal police body cams, but you can't turn them off before you beat a minority.
He called one of them over to check if the adventures Morty's noted down are for real. The observer doesn't just know everything, he can also replay and show it all.
I have observed it. Now gaze upon me, and so shall you.
But the observer was enjoying it and started showing them all kinds of embarrassing moments from their lives, and things they'd rather not relive. Like the time Morty turned into a boat and got stranded on an island with his bullies.
How about some knuckle pie?
What the hell? Oh, jeez!
He decided that he doesn't just want to torture Rick and Morty anymore, he involves the entire family.
He thinks he's hosting a fucking clip show, and I don't like his voice. I don't like his voice. I don't like that he's doing jokes. I don't like that he's talking down to you. Thank you.
He's like a troll, but he's got all the receipts, and there's no getting away from him. They're not very strong, though, and can die pretty easily.
Shit!
Seeing literally everything that happens in every dimension is like the closest thing to God I've seen on the show. Literal omniscience.
We must now decide whether to end your existence.
I feel like they'd make me and everyone else there watch every embarrassing thing I've ever done. And let me tell you, I've done enough at this point. It's bad enough to remember the stuff, but to actually see it, I mean, damn, hell nah.
Crocubot, why don't you escort Mr. Sanchez to a more comfortable spot so that someone can clean up his diarrhea?
Supernova is the leader of the Vindicators, kind of an alien Justice League.
They're the first line of defense against evil. They're the guardians of the unguarded. They're the writers of their own press releases, Morty.
Her powers are pretty neat too. She had the ability to launch powerful energy blasts, control stuff, and even fly. And those planets around her, she can control them too.
All of these deaths are on your hands.
Okay, come on, maybe a couple of them, but definitely not the train guy.
All that and a team of superheroes too. But her one weakness got the better of her.
I conceived a child with 1,000,000 ants and it died inside me because it was 500,000 ants and half collapsing star!
Her emotional instability. When the Vindicators began turning on each other because of Rick's death trap games, she snapped and killed her lover. 1,000,000 ants then tried to kill Rick and Morty.
It's the galaxy's faith in the Vindicators that keeps the galaxy secure.
Yeah, I feel safer already. No doubt.
Honestly, finding out her backstory really made me feel for her. She'd suffered a miscarriage and was going through stuff, but she still had to fulfill her role as a hero. If only she'd had better emotional regulation and got some therapy, I might have put her higher on the list. But let's not forget, Rick defeated World Ender while blacked out drunk, a villain she was planning a whole mission against.
Obviously, I came here last night during a blackout.
Obviously? You came here and defeated our arch nemesis while so drunk you don't remember doing it?
I came here accidentally through a wormhole located in what you call get out of my head, Fart. I know you're in here, la 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 la.
Fart is a sentient gaseous creature who can create any substance by adding or removing a proton.
Terrific. The fart that pooped gold. No wonder every cop in the system is looking for us.
He's a really laid-back and polite creature, but there was a high demand for his species because whoever owns him could get rich by Fart just making gold for them. Rick took Morty with him to sell an antimatter gun to a Gromflamite assassin.
Hi, Morty. I'm Cromulons Michael. I'm an assassin. I buy guns from your grandpa.
Cromulons Michael. The gun was actually going to be used to kill Fart, which Morty didn't want. So he stole the gun and killed a bunch of Gromflamites, including Michael.
You have arrived at Cromulons Michael.
Besides gold, Fart's power essentially makes him a walking god of matter. With the ability to manipulate protons, he can reshape anything in the universe, like making the air into lethal toxins, rock into precious metals, or even transforming life itself at the atomic level. We saw this in action when he casually killed guards by altering their chemical makeup.
My life is a joke.
But all that aside, Fart wasn't even interested in money or power. His real plan was to wipe out all carbon-based life, which he considered inherently dangerous and destructive.
I will be back soon, Morty.
Really?
After I return to the others with this location, we will be back for your cleansing.
If Morty hadn't killed him at the end, Fart could have caused some major destruction.
And now we say goodbye.
Morty.
Why?
Getting rid of him wasn't even hard, all it took was one shot from the antimatter gun. Still, I'd love to keep him. He'd be like my old goose that lays golden eggs. Okay, time to move on to the serious entries that rival even Rick.
I am Mr. Nimbus!
After Rick passed out during an adventure, Morty landed his spacecraft in the ocean. But when Rick woke up, he started freaking out.
Oh shit, holy shit. We have to go right fucking now. You touched the ocean, Morty.
What's the big...
Oh fuck, shit, shit.
Because he knew that he'd have to deal with Mr. Nimbus, one of the few people he's actually scared of.
I'm sorry, this is the guy?
Jerry?
Hold on, no. I've seen you fuck a planet, and this is the guy you're afraid of?
Rick had no choice but to invite the guy over and work out a peace deal. I was kind of shocked when I saw him for the first time. He's pretty fashionable, dressed flamboyantly even, and wearing a cape. Not the terrifying monster I was at first expecting.
I like this one, Rick. He is unbroken, untamed. Perhaps he could use a firmer grip upon his leash.
Okay.
Mr. Nimbus was the king of the ocean and Atlantis. He also has inhuman strength and agility. He's basically a parody of Namor from Marvel, if you want a kind of analog. Remember how during their peace talk, Nimbus took a sip of wine and then smashed the bottle?
Another.
Oh, well, I was thinking of using this one
just
for...
give him the bottle. God damn. Another.
Rick didn't even fight. He just sent Morty to get more wine. He would not put up with that attitude from nearly anyone else.
Or perhaps Richard has no one with whom he can trust his life, who truly knows him, save me.
Fine, I'll get someone.
We do know that there was a time when Mr. Nimbus and Rick were friends.
Before you were my greatest enemy, you were my only friend.
Grandpa, I got the shell.
Shit, okay, Nimbus,
You son of a bitch!
I wonder what happened to make them hate each other. Besides, just having dominance over the ocean and its creatures, he also controls the police.
I'm calling the police.
Go ahead.
Jerry.
I will. Good. I control them.
Excuse me?
He controls police, Jerry.
All it takes is a snap of his fingers and they show up to do whatever he says.
Fight. Fuck.
Oh, and I love the random hip thrusts. As if that wasn't enough, he's also had at least one threesome with Beth and Jerry.
The king of the ocean wants to have a threesome with us?
Totally optional, but a remarkable option to have, I assure you.
Maybe even something with Rick. So he rules the ocean, controls the police, and has uncontrollable Riz.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not just powerful, absolutely iconic. I hope we see more of him in season 9.
Birdperson?
It is now Phoenixperson.
You're working for them? What did they do to you, BP?
It is now PP.
Phoenixperson was the stronger, more technologically evolved version of Birdperson. He could fly and had great combat skills too. He even defeated Rick.
It's funny. I always wondered who would win if we ever fought.
Phoenixperson had energy-based offensive capabilities and cybernetic enhancements like lasers and shields, all thanks to the Galactic Federation. That's not all. He could fire lasers straight from his wings, pop out a drill from behind his nose, and even unleash a devastating sonic blast just by screaming.
It fascinates me that an entire family can be this critical and suck this much.
Honestly, Rick, Beth, and even Space Beth didn't stand a chance against him at first. The only reason he went down is because Jerry, of all people, managed to distract him by playing with Tammy's dead body like a puppet.
Now come here, you big hollow bone featherhead. Let me give you some of this sweet ass.
That little slip-up was all Space Beth needed to flick his power switch to off. Before that, Phoenixperson had them all completely outmatched. It'd be even cooler if he somehow finds a way to break away from Tammy and the Galactic Federation.
Hello, Rick. Long time no see.
Unity?
While trying to loot a ship, Rick comes across Unity, a girl he used to date. But she's not just a girl. It's more like a civilization turned into a single being who controls everything.
You're a whole planet now, huh?
After we broke up, I spent some time wandering through space.
Then I found this world,
where I was better able to focus on my passion for unification.
You mean stealing people's bodies?
She's a hive mind, and one of the most powerful people we've come across in the show. She assimilated a whole planet by vomiting mind-linking fluid into people. Everybody she controls shares the same brain, meaning Unity can be dozens of people at the same time, all thinking and talking as one.
Why don't you two kids go run off and play with Unity while Unity and I do some catching up?
Oh, wait!
Her vessels can take on the shape of different sexes, races, and even species. Her goal is to essentially become God. She wants to assimilate the Galactic Federation and pretty much every other world.
See that town across the river? Watch this.
Whoa! Whoa! That's not what I meant!
That's complete omnipresence. As if she wasn't powerful enough already, Unity becomes stronger with every host she assimilates. She can plan things way faster and gains more strength. And the worst part is the people she assimilates weren't just resentful slaves, they're actually happy.
Unity, I am so sorry. I didn't know freedom meant people doing stuff that sucks. I was thinking more of a choose-your-own cell phone carrier thing.
Honestly, joining a hive mind doesn't sound too bad.
Give it to me. Give me that hive.
Besides that, Unity could switch avatars mid-conversation to whoever is the most convincing. Can make individuals do whatever she wants because, after all, she does control their body and mind.
Rick and Morty.
Story Lord. I should have known you were behind this, and I did.
Who is this guy?
Ugh, he's like a Matrix space Frasier.
Storylord had some pretty unique powers. He could travel between dimensions, as well as meta-knowledge and awareness of the fourth wall.
You are like 90% cum gutter.
It's called discipline. Watch this.
God damn.
When we first saw him, he was trying to get Rick and Morty to tell a story so awesome that it would break right through the fourth wall.
Holy shit, Rick! What are we... There's no way out!
He can move through dimensions, trap people in storylines, harvest their story potential as energy, and even possibly break the fourth wall. He could even control an energy on a cosmic scale. He did succeed in taking away everyone's motivation the second time we saw him, and would have continued doing it if Rick and Morty hadn't stopped him. All that power only to die at the hands of a Rick plushie. Yeah, he's no Rick Prime, no matter how bad he wanted to be.
You can't beat me, Rick. I have 1 million times your motivation.
So do those guys with the cell phone kiosks at the mall.
Still, I wouldn't write him off just yet, considering his narrative warping powers and control over story flow. We might just see him again in a future episode.
Hey, Morty, you want connection? Go be part of some stupid club like all those dumb Ricks. You know, maybe I don't connect because I'm the Rickest Rick there is.
Now for our hero himself, Rick C-137. First off, he invented the portal gun, which means he can hop universes and timelines. It's as easy for him as visiting the corner store. He's also got a whole slew of other really cool inventions too, like the Heistotron, a robot that plans complicated heists all on its own.
I programmed you to believe
that. That was my plan the whole time. That's what I wanted you to think. I knew you would say that. I programmed you to believe that. You think that's true because I wanted you to think.
There's also the attribute slider, the cognition amplifier, the dream inceptor, and I could go on and on and on.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter. Thank you.
Rick's also kind of a god. In the episode The Ricks Must Be Crazy, we find out that he created an entire universe to power his car battery.
That's what you used my universe for? To run your car?
Yeah, but don't flatter yourself. There's always AAA, you sucker.
Let's not forget Operation Phoenix, Rick's backup system that automatically transfers his consciousness into a clone body whenever he dies, which happens a surprising amount, letting him essentially come back to life on command.
Operation Phoenix initiated.
What the hell? I axed this protocol. Grandpa's back, baby!
Meaning, he's pretty much immortal, and if he ever wants to switch things up, he can totally do that too.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Yeah, he did that, turned himself into a pickle. That went down well with the internet. All the time he turned himself into a leg, as another option.
Hey look, Morty! I'm a leg! A leg, Morty!
When he went with Morty to help the Vindicators defeat Worldender, he wasn't just useful. He did their entire mission for them, while blackout drunk.
Hello, Vindicators! Welcome to your reckoning, baby! Well, it's official. I had too much to drink last night.
I mean, even in his drunken state, Rick is not to be messed with. He defeated Worldender and set up a series of Saw-style games for everyone else to solve, while remembering nothing of it. He's taken on the Galactic Federation, the President, the Pope, other Ricks, and he's won. I don't know how he does it.
What's going on?
It's hard to tell. He may have manifested some sort of butt.
He can do that? He is the smartest man in the universe.
Besides being hella smart and super powerful, he's pretty multifaceted. When the Cromulons held the Earth hostage and demanded a banger, he came up with the iconic Get Swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
I mean, is there anything he can't do?
Well, I had a feeling that in your mind, the ideal version of me is one smart enough to see you as a goddess.
When Rick sent Beth and Jerry to marriage counseling on an alien planet, some pretty weird things happened.
Jerk.
Don't insult my father. He's the reason our kids are only half stupid.
Ha! You just called yourself... Oh.
As part of the program, they both put on helmets that manifested their perceptions of each other. Beth being a monster.
What the hell is that? Take that back. You do not think that about me.
I didn't do anything. They scanned it out of my brain.
And Jerry being a scared little worm.
Read it and weep, bitch.
Does everybody see what I mean?
Then they manifested their ideal versions of each other. Goddess Beth happened when Jerry put the helmet on Beth's ideal version of him, meaning this is how she actually wants Jerry to see her.
Not such a stupid worm now, are you?
Honey, when it comes to the subject of your ego, I'm Stephen Hawkinson.
It's... Never mind.
Goddess Beth was just straight up a goddess. All it took was one energy blast for her to kill Monster Beth, who was herself the self-proclaimed strongest person ever, and I almost believed her.
I'm the strongest, smartest being alive because Jerry thinks you're that much stronger and smarter than you are.
I mean, she was killing everyone and was totally unstoppable until Goddess Beth saved the day. All the Jerry mythologues bowed down to her and set the original Beth free using telekinesis. Yeah, she had that power too. After saving the day, she left and never appeared again. We have no idea where she is or what she's doing, but one thing's for sure. She was really powerful. And that, fellas, is how every woman wants her husband to view her.
You wanna keep this marriage going a while longer?
At least until Morty has graduated high school. Oh.
Take notes. And for our last level, we have godlike entities who treat the universe as their playground.
Show me what you got.
Jim, you heard them. Said, show me what you got.
These guys just showed up in Get Swifty and demanded a banger from the Earth as part of an interplanetary musical competition.
This head won't go away until Earth shows them it's got a hit song.
And if the Earth didn't win, they were going to wipe it out.
The Cromulon feed on the talent and showmanship of less evolved life forms.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. Change of plan, people. Get me Pharrell, Randy Newman, Billy Corgan, and The Dream.
They have a thing for the talent and showmanship of a less evolved species, in this case humans. To them, we're like circus monkeys, ooh ah ah. One Cromulon is powerful enough to create intense weather changes and even earthquakes. They even have giant plasma ray cannon they use to annihilate the planets that didn't make good enough music to win their competition.
Disqualified.
That's some serious power. And let's not forget General Nathan's tantrum during the whole fiasco. He defied the president and nuked the Cromulons, hoping it'd kill them, but judging by the look on the Cromulons' face,
boo, not cool.
It didn't hurt at all, and only pissed them off further. Now, I'm just wondering what these guys would think of AI-made music.
Disqualified! Disqualified!
Look who I found in Rick's room.
I'm Mr. Frundles.
Mr. Frundles was definitely the cutest entry on my list, but also one of the deadliest. We saw him in Solarix. Jerry unleashed him on a whim, and as soon as he showed up, things began to change. His power was infecting both animate and inanimate objects with a bite, transforming them into new versions of himself until the world becomes one giant Frundle.
What the fuck, Dad? Why would you bring that thing into our house?
It was cute, fuck.
Remind me again, why is that a bad thing? He's so adorable. Rick kept him as a pet, even though he knew all about Mr. Frundle's power. He just couldn't resist his cuteness, and I don't blame him.
I don't care how cute he is. We agreed, no boogans in the house.
Wait, season 2, Jerry, don't!
But that changed fast when Mr. Frundles bit Jerry's ankle and Rick was forced to evacuate his home. In just seconds, it had taken over Earth, consuming its resources and even turning the planet itself.
Can't we just go back and fix it?
Earth became Mr. Frundles. His powers are also a lot like Unity's. They could both not only take over the world, but also make the world themselves. He took over the entire world in seconds, and then Rick had to do it again.
We gotta find a new timeline now. You know how hard that shit is without portals?
Jump dimensions. You know it's serious when that happens. Despite his irresistible cuteness, Mr. Frundles was a literal omnipower. I mean, he's a small host with the ability to replicate endlessly, and he did it all disguised as a cute little guy. That makes him one of the most powerful and scary entities in the entire series, as far as I'm concerned.
It's good to see you, baby!
Gaia, you know this guy?
Ha! You call her Gaia? So lame!
When Rick found out he may be a father, it wasn't a person he impregnated, not even an alien creature, which isn't totally off the table, but a sentient planet. And the kid? It wasn't just a child, it was a whole race. Yep, that's definitely a very Rick thing to do. Beth and Rick were working a system out and things were going pretty smoothly, but then out of nowhere, Reggie appeared in the form of a cloud and told them that he's the real father and it's time for Rick to go.
Reggie is right. The children are not ready to leave. He can give them more.
I mean, maybe we should just bail, Dad. At least this guy is immortal and can stick around.
Bullshit, they're my kids, we're staying.
He gives Jerry and the Unproductives power too. He's actually god of the sky and thunder, and he's not going to be an easy opponent.
Now you see my true form. The clouds were simply a shape more appealing to Gaia's mind.
No shit, any form is more appealing than this. You look like Kid Rock fucked Zeus.
Rick doesn't like that he's just shown up now to steal his and Beth's thunder. Next thing you know, he and Reggie are in outer space, about to have a showdown. He grows until he's ginormous, and Rick's tiny enough to fit in his hands. Rick talked a lot of shit, but I don't think he knew what he was doing here. Honestly, he just got really lucky when his grandkids drove that spaceship right into Reggie.
What are you talking about?
If you're teaching fear, then choking me, school would be in.
Fine, school's in, bitch.
So he has the power to give powers to others. He can change his size at will, shapeshift, fly, and control electricity. No wonder Rick was stumped.
Do I want to ask who he is? His name is Rhett Caan. He has the power to make things always have been other things.
I really wish this guy had more screen time. He was one of the most terrifying villains on the show, and all it took was a few minutes of screen time for him to prove that. In the episode Full Metal Jackrick, Rick and Morty went up against Storylord.
Thank you. Looks like Storylord's story is about to become based on real events.
Rick planned to use Rhett in defeating him, but had to let him out when the self-referential 6 showed up.
You can rot in there. Rick? You know what, Rhett? Forget what I said. We've always been friends.
Good one.
They were the ones keeping him. Rhett was held in a prison of sports imagery because his powers only worked on story elements.
They got him in a cell made out of sports because it's the opposite of story.
It was so scary when he threatened Rick. Not only did he have the power to make bad things happen, he had the power to rewrite history and make it so that it was always like that. Talk about 1984, but you know, significantly more paranormal. When he got out of his cell, he put aside his enemies in a brutal way. And the best part, the guy didn't even have to lift so much as a finger.
You always were able to be killed with coffee.
All he had to do was will it. He got rid of continuity error by making her weakness death by coffee, and he repelled Mr. Twisty's attack by making it so that he was born without bones.
You were born without bones.
See you later.
And is it just me, or did he seem a little too pleased with himself? Like, he's so enjoying this. The guy could bend reality on a whim. I really can't think of anything more terrifying or powerful than that. If you piss him off, he can just take away everything good that's ever happened to you and make it so that not only is your life hell right now, but it always was hell, and that's the only thing you'll ever remember.
New plan, run, again.
Sheesh. I get why even Rick steered clear of him. Technically, he was the very first one in the multiverse to invent the portal gun.
You know the worst part about inventing teleportation? Suddenly you're able to travel the whole galaxy, and the first thing you learn is you're the last guy to invent teleportation.
He even invented the Omega device that'd wipe a person from every universe.
Diane was wiped from all existence by the weapon too cool for a name.
The Omega device.
Known to inferiors as the Omega device.
He was just as intelligent as Rick, but way more evil, which totally explains why Rick couldn't take him down on his own. He needed evil Morty's help.
He's worried that it's actually your target, and he'd owe me credit for the kill.
Are you serious right now? You little narcissist.
Prime eluded Rick C-137 for years and years. Just like C-137, we know that Prime is way ahead of the other Ricks.
I do miss when it was just us, the only two Ricks who actually invented portal travel.
When he put all the Ricks who were hunting him in prison, he made them fight to the death, promising that whoever wins would get his Diane back. They all believed him and began fighting.
Got that out of your system? You can't bring her back.
Only C-137 knew that from the start it was all a lie. He also had some sort of tech that let him heal injuries super fast, like in the episode Solarix when Jerry stabbed him in the throat and he survived.
Fatality. Jerry wins.
Just like Rick C-137, he too had a bunch of backup clones his consciousness would be transferred into if anything were to happen to him. That is, until Evil Morty destroyed them in Unmort Rickon.
You're hitting infinite targets. At least filter for probability stasis.
I was gonna, duh.
Besides being cold and calculating, he's also super sadistic. I mean, promising other Ricks their Diane back in exchange for a Battle Royale style fight? Obviously, being a Rick, he knows right where to hit him. And he did that with no regrets and no sympathy.
Let's do this then.
What the fuck are you doing? Oh shit! Evil Morty! Should I grab the net?
Yes! Hang tight, Morty's getting the net.
Even though he doesn't have any supernatural abilities, he's the most powerful Rick and Morty character. He started off just as a Morty, like any other, and eventually broke out of the central finite curve, the boundary which separates all the universes in which Rick is the smartest man alive from all the ones where he isn't.
And I'm leaving it. That's what makes me evil. Being sick of him.
Evil Morty saw the system for what it was, rigged against him from the start. He didn't just reject Rick, he outsmarted the entire Citadel and fought to live life on his own terms.
I only know one man that ever hacked my portal gun, and it turned out it was evil you.
Yay! He's all caught up.
He rose to power using the same things that made him a Morty in the first place, his simple-mindedness and forgettableness.
But a certain other candidate should be getting at least one vote for most adorable. That's right, the Morty Party candidate's still in the race, and you just gotta love him for that.
We first saw him in close encounters of the Rick kind, only for a brief moment at the end of the episode, but he was pulling the strings the entire time.
You seem to know how this place works. Is there any way we could shut down that grid and rescue all those Mortys outside? It would be pointless. Mortys have no chance of defeating a Rick.
He was also the one who framed Rick C-137 for the murders of 27 other Ricks by hacking his portal gun, something only Evil Morty could do. He made his own Rick his puppet, flipping the usual Rick and Morty dynamic.
Get off me! What are you doing?
And then we see him in the Ricklantis mix-up. He's president of the entire Citadel.
An unexpected turn of events as Morty from the Morty Party soars to the top of the pole.
I think his rise to the presidency summed it all up. Remember that scene where he's about to give a speech and the Rick candidates make fun of him and crack jokes?
Gentlemen, I think we can all agree on one thing. Well, it came out as two things, but you get the idea.
You guys finished?
He doesn't let it get to him and carries on anyway, doing a way better job than any of them, all because they underestimated the hell out of him.
From the Ricks and Mortys that believe in this Citadel, to the Ricks and Mortys that don't. You're outnumbered.
In Rick Mirai Jack, he executes his plan to break free of the central finite curve, orchestrating a genocide of Ricks and Mortys. The last time we saw him, it was in Unmort Rickon. He helped Rick get vengeance on Rick Prime and then disappeared, free of all Ricks for good.
Seriously though, fuck you. Don't come after me. It won't go well.
He's never been matched in intelligence or defeated, and that makes him probably the most powerful person in the multiverse. And that's a wrap on the video. Do you agree with my ranking? Let me know in the comments if you think I misjudged a character and why. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go, and subscribe to the channel, or else Rhett Caan will turn the universe into an orange. Hoo boy.